A very good afternoon to everyone. Welcome back. We hope that you have enjoyed the UC so far. Yeah, so I'll just do a quick shout out to my users and clients. Hello Sujan from PUB. Hello Jonathan. Yeah, so Yue and I have so much to share about ArcGIS, insights for ArcGIS. So let's have a little bit of fun to get everyone engaged and up and running with insights. Okay. I will need everyone here to take out your mobile phones and open a browser on your phone. Okay? Come on, take out your mobile phones. Yeah. Enter kahoot.it in the URL. Don't panic. Stay calm and continue if you are prompted to install the app. You don't need to because it's just a one question quiz. Okay? Enter the PIN number, which is 806177, and a nice nickname. No naughty nicknames, please. Okay? Okay, when you are logged in, you will see your nickname appear on the screen. We have a large crowd here, so we'll wait for everybody to get settled down. Whoa, I see nicknames like Hello Kitty, so that must be a Hello Kitty fan. Yeah, say hi to Pikachu. Okay. Okay, as people are still coming into the track, we'll wait for them to settle down. Okay, we'll start the quiz when we hit about 90 logins. So if you have just entered the room, please take out your mobile phones, enter kahoot.it, which is kahoot.it in your URL. Enter the game pin 806177 and a nice nickname. And you will see your nickname appear on the screen. Okay, come on people, we are still short of 100, but there's a lot of you in the room. Okay. Okay, I think we just hit the limit at 85. So I will start the quiz. So are you ready? The million-dollar question will be, how will you best describe insights for ArcGIS? Okay, you have about 30 seconds. Is it a self-service location analytics tool, a browser-based system of insights, a spatial and non-spatial data mining solution, or is it all of the above? Don't worry if you haven't worked with insights or seen it presented before. Just make a guess and give it your best shot. Please don't say out the answer. Okay, there you see most of you have actually got it correct. Insights for ArcGIS actually provides all the above. It is a self-service location analytics tool, runs completely on a browser. You do not need any desktop installations whatsoever, and it works with both spatial and non-spatial data. Okay, so give yourself a clap if you have got the correct answer. Okay, thank you everyone for your participation. You can keep your precious mobile phones if you happen to have iPhone 8 Plus, which is the latest, away now, and I will let Yue dive straight into the live demonstration.
Thank you, Weixian. Insights for ArcGIS is a web-based data analytics workbench where you can explore spatial and non-spatial data, answer questions that you did not know to ask, and quickly deliver powerful results. Here is the homepage of Insights. There are a group of workbooks where you can add data, undertake analytics, and then share the results. Within a workbook, your work can be organized in many pages. In each of the page, there can be multiple cards representing data from different sources in many visualizations. In this demo, we're going to focus on diabetes in Singapore. So what we have on the screen is the world's diabetes prevalence in 2015. Prevalence in each nation is calculated by the population suffering from the disease divided by total population. So the symbol used is counts and amounts by color. I can also change the color palette into other designs. For example, orange and brown. Here is a dynamic legend. So by clicking on the class, we can highlight all the countries that are within the range. Now we want to focus only in countries in Asia Pacific and do a comparison across the region. So what we need to do is to apply a filter to region, and we choose only Asia Pacific, East Asia and Pacific, and Insights give me the results. Now we can zoom into Singapore to have a look at the local prevalence, which is 11%. Besides maps, Insights also allow me to create charts simply by dragging the two fields, country name and prevalence. So this chart is about diabetes prevalence of the countries in Asia Pacific. It might be difficult for you to spot Singapore on the chart because there are quite a number of countries. What I need to do is to highlight Singapore on the map. And the great thing is that Insights has interconnected the two cards and highlight the bar of Singapore for me. So it would save the time for me to search between cards about the same feature. As shown in this column chart, Singapore is slightly lower than average of 13%, but very close. So it is still considered as a significant disease. Let's now take a look at the number of death cases in Singapore due to various sources of diseases over the past 50 years. The data used here is non-spatial statistics from MOH. This is a bubble chart showing me the number of deaths from different types of diseases in 2016. So we can see that the number of deaths from diabetes was 343. And it is quite significant as compared to other sorts of diseases. We would also like to know how the number of deaths from diabetes has changed in the past. I'm now going to create a time series with a line graph, simply by dragging the two fields in. So the default visualization Insights gives me is a bar chart. I'm now going to change it into a line graph. So as you can see, in the past 50 years, there were ups and downs of the death from diabetes, but there is an upward trend in the recent year. As a result, more attention should be drawn to the disease. According to research, population more than 20 years old are most prone to diabetes. So we would like to investigate the population distribution in different planning areas in Singapore in order to find out the areas that are most prone to diabetes. Here I have a feature class of the URA planning master plan. These are the 55 planning areas all over the island. But this feature class doesn't have population data. And I have a non-spatial table of the population distribution information. So what we're going to do here is to combine the two data sets into one so that we can have population distribution with spatial information. I'm going to create a relationship between the attribute tables based on the common field of planning area name. So this is my related table. I can view the data table here. And as you can see, these fields are from the population distribution table, and the rest are from the URA planning area feature class. Insights allows me to create new fields and do calculation on the spot. So now I'm going to add a new field called population more than 20 years. more than 20 years old. And in the formula bar, I'm going to sum up all the population in the 3 age groups and run. So this is the newly created field. I am now going to create a map based on the new field, simply by dragging it in. We can change the symbology. So the default is counts and amounts by size. We can change it to counts and amounts by color. Also, the classification type can be changed. We're going to modify the number of classes here. So as you can see, we have finer classification. As this dynamic legend identifies, these are the 5 planning areas that are most prone to diabetes, which are Woodlands, Jurong West, Hougang, Bedok, and Tampines. So these planning areas can be considered as more vulnerable to the disease as compared to others, which apparently would require more attention. According to research, type 2 diabetes can be prevented and controlled by adjusting to healthy lifestyle. During his National Day rally this year, the Prime Minister depicted the picture of diabetes in Singapore, and he encouraged the citizens to exercise more, go for regular medical checkups, and eat healthier. So we're interested to find out the availability of outdoor facilities, for example, the number of parks within different planning areas. So I have a parks feature class, which is scattering all over the island. And now I'm going to make use of a tool called Spatial aggregation. Simply by dragging my master plan feature class. Let me redo it. Simply by dragging my master plan feature class, and then the spatial aggregation window is prompt. So we are summarizing the counts of parks within planning area boundary. This is the map that shows me total number of parks within each of the planning area. We can do a comparison between the population of each area side by side. This button here syncs all the extents of the maps so that I can zoom in and out to the same extent on all the maps. It would save time for me to find the same features on every map. So as you can see, we've found that Jurong West is most vulnerable to the disease. But on this parks feature class, we can see that there's only 1 park within the planning area. And the average is actually 1.8. So the lack of outdoor facilities may raise concerns on the well-being of the residents in that area. So we've talked about prevention measures. However, there are existing patients suffering from the disease and will require medical treatments. With insights, we can help the patients quickly find the clinics within the area they live. This is a clinics feature class. And we can drag the planning area onto the same card. And in this case, we would like to find out for a patient living in Bedok, which are the clinics that he or she can go to visit when they need medical help. Okay, so this is the action button. This action button here gives me a set of useful spatial tools. Even if you're not sure about what analysis method you should use, you can click on this Find Answer button and to explore more. For example, we would like to know what is nearby, and these are the tools ready to use. We are using Spatial filter to find out all the clinics within Bedok boundary. So after the Spatial filter is completed, we can click on the Info button, and we can see that there are 68 clinics within Bedok boundary. Research has found that diabetes is the #1 cause of kidney failure. For patients with severe complications, they may need to seek treatments in the National Kidney Foundation. I'm going to import a non-spatial table from my Excel file about the NKF centers. And Insights allows me to convert non-spatial data into spatial data with geocoding service in my ArcGIS enterprise. What I need to do is to enable location. I'm enabling the location by matching the postal codes of the NKF centers with reference data used by my ArcGIS enterprise. Oops, something just went wrong. Okay, I'll just describe the results. So after I run the geocoding, I should be able to see all the points of the NKF centers being on the map. And then I can do further analysis such as heat maps or calculate densities of the points that are just created. Okay, before I move on to talk about sharing the results, I would like to draw your attention to this Add Data button. And this is where all the data were added to the workbook. Apart from feature classes in ArcGIS Enterprise and Excel and CSV files, you can also make use of data in the Living Atlas. These are all the ready-to-use maps and feature classes owned by Esri and other organizations. Apart from that, you can also connect to databases such as SAP HANA, Microsoft SQL Server, and Oracle. Finally, after a perfect page is created, we can choose to share it. You can share to everyone, to your organization, and to the groups within your organization. This is the analysis view. The great thing here is that Insights has intelligently records my analysis workflow and creates a model. I can share the model to my organization in a secure and intermediate manner and allow others to rerun the model even with their own data to solve other problems and allow decision makers to act. So that's all about the demo. The takeaway is how Esri has delivered a new user experience about analyze your data assets and deepen your understanding of the data. Before we proceed to take questions, Wei Xian has a couple of important slides to show you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Yue, for the insightful demonstration. She has shown all of us how we can explore our data and gain understanding out of it. So for the demonstration, Yue is running the latest of all the technologies, which is Insights for ArcGIS 2.0 and ArcGIS Enterprise 10.5.1. Here are all the links to access the demonstration data. Do take note that they are not in any order of preference. Insights for ArcGIS is a premium app, and premium apps are licensed separately from the ArcGIS Enterprise. It does require the ArcGIS Enterprise 10.5 Plus, so you need that deployment to run Insights for ArcGIS. Okay, if you are interested to know even more, there is the product page, lots of interesting stuff over there. There are also videos available for you to follow and have a look on how your data can be analyzed. We have a training course as well. Get started with Insights for ArcGIS. It's a one-day course. So if you are interested to introduce anyone in your organization to Insights, we have that course. Okay, we hope that this presentation shows you the importance of getting into this new wave of big data, self-service, spatial analytics. Thank you.
Thank you, Inue and Wei Xian. Hope the session was useful for you. Okay, now we have a couple of minutes for question-answer session. So those who have any questions, please raise your hands. Please. No? Okay, since you don't have any questions, let me ask a question. What is the relationship of Insights to other ArcGIS platforms?
Yeah, as you can see, Insights is a complementary solution to the ArcGIS platform. Data and analytics created by Insights can be migrated to other components of the ArcGIS platform, such as the ArcGIS Pro, where further enhancements and further analytics can be done.
Okay, thank you.